What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, many people have now asked me the question have arose now as to, since we got the announcement today that long-lasting network in the sport of boxing, Showtime, who's been in the sport of boxing for 37 years. 37 years. Showtime has been in the sport of boxing, is now exiting the sport of boxing in December. And as I told you guys, as Showtime is exiting the sport of boxing now, I was expecting Showtime to exit the sport of boxing in 2024. But they decided that they was making an announcement that they was exiting the sport of boxing in 2023, this year. They weren't going to carry on with the sport of boxing. So with that said, many people questioned, as I told you guys, Showtime didn't have much interest in the rematch of the highly anticipated, undefeated, undisputed welterweight showdown that took place July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, between now undefeated three-division world champion, former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, now the reigning undisputed welterweight world champion, who is widely recognized and acknowledged as the number one best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, in Terence Bud Crawford, who has a record of 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach, and former unified three-belt WBA, WBC, IBF welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl the True Spence Jr., who is now 28 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'9.5", with a 72-inch arm reach. They fought July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. And the loser had the option contractually to mandate and request a rematch within 30 working business days of the actual fight, which Errol Spence was the loser. Errol Spence activated the rematch, okay? But the fight itself, the performance itself, okay, it just did not live up to the hype. It was exciting, but it wasn't competitive. Errol Spence got dominated in a one-sided, lopsided fight and a lopsided loss. He got dropped in the second round twice in the 7th round and stopped in the 9th round. So with that said, Showtime is not really eager to put on a rematch between the two, okay? Because there is no money in the rematch, because they feel like the fans who, it did 650,000 pay-per-view buys, reportedly. So the fans are not interested, okay, in, once again, investing into this fight that people thought was going to do 1 million pay-per-views. There's 650,000. So if the fight wasn't competitive, imagine what the rematch is going to do. It's going to do probably less than half. Okay? So they don't feel like they get a return on their investment. Showtime then decided that they are completely getting out the sport of boxing. Now, they wasn't interested in this rematch, as I told you guys, to begin with. Hence the reason why Showtime President of Sports Steven Espinosa was trying to salvage. He was trying to salvage the possibility of keeping Showtime interested in the sport of boxing, investing in the sport of boxing. And he decided that they were parting ways. Okay? Anyway, sooner rather than later. I expected it to be later. With that said, many people question and ask me, well, what's going to happen with the rematch now? As we hear the premier boxing champion, founder and advisor Al Heyman and his stable of fighters can possibly go to Amazon Prime, or they can possibly go to DAZN. And so many people question, is this going to be a breach in the contract now? Since, is Terence Crawford going to now have the option to not have to honor the rematch with Errol Spence because Showtime is no longer in existence and now Premier Boxing Champion is going to a different platform? And to that, I have to answer you guys and tell you guys from my understanding. I reached out to people just to make sure I was correct. And it doesn't matter what platform the fight is taking place in, is that Terence Crawford contractually is obligated to give Errol Spence the rematch. So it doesn't matter if Showtime is in the business or not, if it's the Zone or if it's Amazon Prime. Contractually, Terence Crawford has to give Errol Spence a rematch in his next fight. Now, this is similar to when Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury trilogy happened. And after Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder in the second fight, Tyson Fury didn't want to honor the trilogy and have the third fight. And Tyson Fury tried to maneuver around the third fight with Deontay Wilder and attempted to make a deal with Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk. He wasn't interested in having a trilogy fight. And Deontay Wilder was contractually in his right to have the trilogy fight. And Tyson Fury was contractually obligated to fulfill the trilogy. And it didn't matter what platform. Now, Deontay Wilder's with Showtime and PBC. And Tyson Fury was with ESPN and Top Rank and Queensberry Promotions in the UK. Okay, so with that said, the fight took place on ESPN. It didn't matter whether it took place on Showtime or ESPN or wherever it went to. The facts remain is that Tyson Fury, once they went to court, because Deontay Wilder took him to court, he had to take him to court, and the judge ruled that Tyson Fury had to fulfill the obligation or he was going to not be able to continue his boxing career until he did. He was going to be suspended and stripped and fined. So Tyson Fury had to oblige Deontay Wilder. And here is the same situation. If Terence Crawford decides that he wants to go in a different direction, well, Errol Spence is well in his right to take Terence Crawford to court and demand that he gets his trilogy match. His rematch, like Deontay Wilder was able to get and fulfill his trilogy match with Tyson Fury. So it's not going to come down to the fact that Showtime is now parting ways with the sport of boxing. It's not going to interfere with the rematch. Now, it may be stretched out now that we have a situation where we don't know what platform PBC is going to go to now. What platform are they going to showcase their fights? Is it going to be the Zone? Is it going to be Amazon? Time length now. When are they going to have availability? They already have, like, if they go to the Zone has Matchroom, the Zone has Golden Boy, so they need a schedule. So they have to fit in the schedule. When it comes to Amazon Prime, they don't have to fit in the schedule because they don't have another promotional company underneath their banner, so they can make fights. But what's the promise from Al Heyman to Amazon? Is it the promise that he's going to put on a mega fight next? They're going to just get their feet wet? What is the schedule going to look like? So we don't know when Terence Crawford Errol Spence rematch is going to take place now because of all of this movement. With that movement, is Terence Crawford able to, at 36 years of age, try to demand, hey, listen, I got to stay active, I got to fight? We don't know what's going to unfold and how this is going to play out. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford legally has to give Errol Spence the rematch. He's in debt to Errol Spence. He's not in debt to Showtime or the networks. He's in debt to Errol Spence. So unless Errol Spence decides overnight, you know what, he don't want to do it, he want to go in a different direction, let him go. And Terence Crawford and Errol Spence work something out where they don't have to fight, well, then Terence Crawford can go in a different direction. But as far as Showtime getting out the business and preventing the fight from happening, and now all of a sudden Terence Crawford is a free agent because Showtime is not in the business, that's not a thing. That's not the case. he's still legally, contractually obligated to Errol Spence. He's in debt to Errol Spence, period. So let's see. This is interesting. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue. I'm signing off. Peace.